You are watching live broadcasting from the studio of University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang. We are Josa and Bảo Nguyen who will stay with you as the host for the opening ceremony of VIC 2020.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, warmly welcome to the VietTESOL International Convention 2020.
The VietTESOL International Convention has become an annual event which brings together teachers, educators, researchers in the field of English language education from Vietnam and all over the world to exchange the ideas, to share experience and research results, as well as to enable the networking in the field. We had the first VietTESOL International Convention back in 2014. This year marks the 6th convention of VietTESOL International Convention, and under the theme of innovation and globalization, which is hosted by University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang, in cooperation with the VietTESOL Association and the National Foreign Language Project, under the sponsorship of U.S. Mission in Vietnam.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first VietTESOL International Convention, but it's definitely the first online VietTESOL International Convention ever. We are here together to witness and experience the moments of history when a massive international convention takes place entirely in virtual space. Originally scheduled to take place in the beautiful beach cities of Da Nang, Vietnam, VietTESOL International Convention 2020 was shifted to the 100% online mode due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19 is no doubt the hottest word of this year due to its unprecedented impact, but it has also opened up novel alternatives for us all. And this online international convention of VIC 2020 is a shining example of that. Then you can see the beauty of people's enthusiasm for the development of the future despite adversity, which can be evident in the huge turnout of the VIC 2020. We have here at the VietTESOL International Convention 2020 nearly 600 authors, 480 speakers, and more than 600 non-speaker attendees from all over the world.
Now, the convention now takes place online at convention.viettesol.org starting from October 15, 2020, with the pre-convention workshops by the University of Foreign Language Studies, University of Da Nang, and continuing today, October 16, 2020, with a 4-day of 3 keynote presentations to be live streamed on the convention's website, and 100 interactive webinars and workshops to be conducted via Zoom, and nearly 300 pre-recorded presentations will be screened.
Unlike traditional physical conferences, the VietTESOL Convention 2020 will not stop when the event days is over. All video recordings will remain accessible to all attendees for 30 days after that. We suppose this kind of extended post-event homework won't be a burden to you all, but rather it should be a rewarding experience for your persistent passion for the field of TESOL against all odds of current circumstances. Passion that brings us all here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, our convention has been made possible thanks to the joint effort and dedicated work of so many people. We would like to take this chance to express our most sincere thanks to the organizers, reviewers, speakers, supporters, and teachers across Vietnam and even abroad for your valuable time and amazingly persistent endeavor for VIC 2020 from the day one until now. We especially would like to acknowledge the indispensable contribution of the technical team who enabled the shift of VIC 2020 from the offline to the online mode.
Last but not least, let us show our deepest appreciation to the kind support and sponsorship of the U.S. Mission in Vietnam, especially the Regional English Language Office, RELO, together with other sponsors including Fulbright, MyBridge Education, Pearson's, Office University Press, IIT Vietnam, University of Foreign Language and International Studies, and Talking English Language Center. Without them, the VietTESOL International Convention 2020 would not be possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to introduce to you the guests of honor attending the opening ceremony of VIC 2020 this morning. From the Ministry of Education and Training in Vietnam, we are honored to introduce Mr. Phạm Quốc Khánh, Vice Director, the Quality Control Department.
Apart from that, we are honored to have the attendance of representatives from various departments of the Ministry of Education and Training, including the Department of Primary Education, Department of Secondary Education, Department of Higher Education, Department of International Cooperation, and Department of Teachers and Educational Managers.
From the VietTESOL Association, it is our great pleasure to introduce Professor Dr. Nguyễn Hòa, the President.
Hi, everybody.
It is our great honor to introduce Associate Professor Dr. Phan Văn Hòa, Vice President.
Hello.
We are also glad to welcome members of the VietTESOL Secretariat, Dr. Hoàng Ngọc Tuệ, Dr. Nguyễn Thị Hương, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Lan Hường, Mr. Khoa Anh Việt, and members of VietTESOL Board of Directors.
From the National Foreign Language Project, we are honored to introduce Mr. Trần Trọng Hưng, Deputy Director of the Management Board.
We are also pleased to have the attendance of experts from Managing Board of the National Foreign Language Project.
From the U.S. Mission in Vietnam, it is our honor to introduce Her Excellencies Madame Consul General Marie C. Damour, Consul General from the U.S. Consulate in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
And Mr. Lê Thuy Dương, the Deputy Director, the Regional English Language Office, RELO.
From the University of Languages and International Studies, Vietnam National University, Hanoi, we are pleased to introduce Associate Professor Dr. Lâm Quang Dong, Vice Rector cum Editor-in-Chief of the VNU Journal for Foreign Studies.
And from the University of Foreign Languages, the Huế University, it is our honor to introduce Dr. Nguyễn Hồ Hoàng Thủy, the Vice Rector.
From the University of Da Nang, may we have the honor to introduce Associate Professor Dr. Lê Quang Sơn, Vice President.
Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Phúc Nguyên, the Deputy Head of the Department of Research and International Cooperation.
From the host university, University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang, may we have the honor to introduce Associate Professor Dr. Trần Hữu Phúc, Rector.
My pleasure. Good morning.
We would like to introduce Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Văn Long, Vice Rector.
Dr. Đào Thị Thanh Phượng, Vice Rector.
And Dr. Huỳnh Ngọc Mai Kha, Vice Rector.
Apart from that, we are honored to have the attendance of the heads of various faculties and departments of the University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang. Last but not least, we would like to introduce nearly 480 speakers and most importantly, more than 600 non-speaker attendees who are teachers, scholars, and educators from schools, colleges, universities, and research institutes all over the world, including Vietnam, the US, the UK, Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, the Philippines, and more.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to VietTESOL International Convention 2020.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the VietTESOL International Convention 2020 is a joint effort of three co-organizers. The host of the convention, University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang, is one of the three universities specializing in foreign languages across the nation and among the first few universities accredited for higher education quality in Vietnam. The university has a history of 35 years in operation and 15 years affiliated with the University of Da Nang, a regional university with the mission to train quality human resources for the whole central region of Vietnam. Providing quality training and promoting research among lecturers and students have been identified as the dual objectives and goals in the development of the university so far.
And over the past 1 year, lecturers and staff of the University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang, has worked hard alongside with other partners in preparation for today's event under the insightful leadership of the organizing board, especially the head. Now, it is our great pleasure to introduce and invite Associate Professor Dr. Trần Hữu Phúc, the Rector of University of Foreign Language Studies, University of Da Nang, to deliver his opening speech. Would you please?
Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, On behalf of the organizing committee, I take great pride to warmly welcome all international as well as local delegates to VietTESOL International Convention 2020. VietTESOL International Convention 2020 is an international platform of English language teachers, researchers, administrators, and enthusiasts to share and exchange ideas and thoughts, experiences, and resources. Also, it is an opportunity for Vietnamese and foreign practitioners and researchers in the field of English language teaching to network, to share novel knowledge in teaching and research profession, and to build a robust community of practices. With the theme Innovation and Globalization represented in 3 strands. Strand 1, Technology in Language Teaching and Learning. Strand 2, Teaching Method and Applied Linguistics. And Strand 3, Professional Development. VietTESOL International Convention 2020 welcomes and embraces new and contemporary approaches to innovating English curriculum, teaching method, testing and assessment, professional development, technology in language teaching and learning. In continuance of the success of VietTESOL International Convention 2019, this year, University of Foreign Language Study, the University of Da Nang, has the privilege to be chosen the host for VietTESOL International Convention 2020 by the esteemed Vietnam Association of English Language Teaching and Research, an affiliation of the Linguistic Society of Vietnam and the National Foreign Language Project, the Ministry of Education and Training. VietTESOL International Convention 2020 is organized in commemoration of the 2 important and joyous events, the 25th anniversary of Vietnam-US bilateral relations and the 35th anniversary of UD-UFLS Foundation. Vietnam and the United States have become comprehensive partners in all areas after 25 years of the normalization of relations and establishment of formal diplomatic ties between the 2 nations. The tireless efforts from the 2 countries, and especially the 2 peoples, have seen the relationship between Vietnam and the United States grow in both breadth and depth across all areas and levels in the true spirit of the comprehensive partnership. After 35 years of establishment and development, UD-UFLS has become a center for doing research in languages and foreign cultures, serving socio-economic development of the Central and Highland region as well as the whole country. In recent years, UD-UFLS has enhanced the cooperation with reputable international organizations, foreign institutions, and universities worldwide. UD-UFLS has also become a venue for successful international conferences. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, VietTESOL International Convention 2020 is now adopting a fully online format instead of the traditional one, which is an unprecedented fact in the history of VietTESOL International Convention series. UD-UFLS takes this challenge as a great opportunity since we have strong support from the co-organizer and partner, the VietTESOL Association, the National Foreign Language Project, the Regional English Language Office, U.S. Embassy in Hanoi, Fulbright Program in Vietnam, Education USA Advising Center, and from the Diamond sponsor, Oxford University Press, ELT Division, Pearson, MyBridge Education Company Limited, and IIG Vietnam Joint Stock Company. Without their generosity, close collaboration, and outstanding work, we would not be able to create a meaningful environment to support your full participation. All the members of the organizing committee and staff have also been working very hard. We would like to thank them for their dedication, time, and effort. I also take this chance to express my appreciation to my colleagues from all faculties and functional departments in the university for great contribution to the organization of the conference. Here, we come from different backgrounds, from various countries with different systems, from the same country but different institutions, carrying out different functions. However, I believe that we share something in common, a desire to learn from another. Thank you all for your presence and participation. You are the very important part of the success of the convention. Let me now close by wishing you a delightful and successful VietTESOL International Convention 2020.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Zheng Ho Phúc, for such meaningful remarks, opening remarks, I would say. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the indispensable co-organizer for all VietTESOL international conventions and the organization that the convention bears its name from and share the birth year with is the Vietnamese Association for English Language Teaching and Research, as known as VietTESOL Association, which is a non-profit social professional organization with the aim of creating a trusted platform for those who are interested in and committed to English language teaching and research.
Headquartered in Hanoi, Vietnam, VTA is committed to enhancing the quality of English language education in Vietnam through professional development, dissemination of teaching expertise, and research information to support and transform practice, policy in ELT, and community service. The VietTESOL Association is in the 6th year of operation and delivering its commitment. VietTESOL International Convention 2020 is part of those admirable efforts. And next, may we have the honor to invite Professor Dr. Nguyễn Hoa, President of VietTESOL Association, to deliver his welcoming remarks. Please welcome.
Good morning, distinguished guests, dear participants. My name is Hoa. I am the president of VietTESOL Association, VTA. I'm pleased to welcome you to the 2020 VietTESOL International Convention. This year is unprecedented. The COVID pandemic caused huge planning and logistic problems, but we've overcome the challenges and here we are going virtual. But in a way, this year is special to us. We celebrate the 75th anniversary of the founding of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Our hosts, the University of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang, observes the 35th anniversary of its establishment. This year marks 25 years of bilateral relations between Vietnam and the United States. I want to thank you for your faith in VTA. As a professional organization for teachers and researchers of English, VTA aims to be home to knowledge and expertise in Vietnam. We are committed to advancing the quality of ELT through professional development, delivery of teaching expertise, research, and information to support and transform practices and policies in ELT. Thank you for going to the convention. We are humbled by your commitment to the convention. I'd like to recognize one particular presenter, Lê Phương Dung, a high school teacher of English. Her story of going to the convention and her grit touches my heart. Last year, her proposal was not accepted for the Huế Convention, but she sees a better way to Huế. She said she'd keep going until she's accepted, and this year I am very delighted to say her proposal has been accepted and she's going to present her research at the convention. Thank you, Dung. I wish you all the best. I am honored to acknowledge our keynote and invited speakers our presenters and participants from many institutions around Vietnam and overseas, and our sponsors, especially the Regional English Language Office, Hanoi. This convention is ours to make a success. The theme of our convention is innovation and globalization. These two things are closely interrelated. Globalization creates opportunities for innovation, which drives globalization. Innovation seems to be the new religion of the day, and ENT is no exception to it. Chia Son Chong knows 10 trends and innovation in ENT over the years. They are blended learning, mobile learning, gamification, embodied learning, inquiry-based learning, English as a lingua franca, multiliteracy and translanguaging, supporting learners of specific needs, creating and sharing content, learning and teaching management platforms. Globalization has its benefits and drawbacks, and recently it has come under attack for its uneven distribution of gains. So, adapting an international product or idea or concept to match what teachers and learners want in their particular country or culture becomes crucial. We should be aware that innovation can bring about uncertainty and risks. The accumulation of uncertainties can affect our social choices and behavior, our identities and individual lifestyles. But no question it's there. We should face it heads on rather than run away from it or stick our heads in the sand. This theme and related issues in ENT will be explored and discussed at the plenary and parallel sections. I'm confident that this virtual convention, the first of its kind for VietTESOL, will offer an excellent opportunity for presenting new ideas, innovation in ENT, and promoting academic interactions. A word of special thanks to our hosts, our dedicated organizers, our reviewers, our communication and support team, and many others who have worked so hard to make this event possible. Now it's time to enjoy the convention, enjoy the new experience. We are going virtual, but we are real. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Nguyen Hoa, President of VietTESOL Association. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the third certificate co-organizer and the endorser of VIC 2020 is the National Foreign Language Project 2020, established in 2017 under the approval of the Prime Minister of Vietnam. The project's mission includes changing foreign language learning and teaching methods in national education system of Vietnam, continuously implementing new foreign language programs in various institutions of all levels, and improving foreign language competences to meet the requirement of learning and working purposes by 2025.
Now it is our honor to introduce and invite Mr. Trần Trọng Hưng, Deputy Director, Management Board of National Foreign Language Project, to deliver his welcome remarks. Would you please?
Good morning, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the National Foreign Language Project, Ministry of Education and Training of Vietnam, it's my pleasure to make a few remarks of the VietTESOL International Convention 2020, themes innovation and globalization. Throughout months of preparation, the Universities of Foreign Language Studies, the University of Da Nang, National Foreign Language Project, VietTESOL Association, and the Regional English Language Office U.S. embassies have successfully brought this convention to us. I feel grateful to all of the teams who have been involved in the organization of this special event. This very first time that we participate in one event together, but from distance. We really appreciate the efforts of the own teams in hosting and arranging this special and unforgettable event. I believe that this convention is an annual academic forum for educators to exchange up-to-date information on the orientation and practical experience of how to respond to diverse groups of learners in various contexts. Essentially, we are preparing learners for the real world of language use, its own forms of diversities and the different. The convention will provide excellent opportunities for the international and local teacher, experts, excellent from the different sector of general education to introduce their solution regarding a new and contemporary approach to innovating English language curriculum, teaching methods, testing and assessment, professional development, technology in language teaching and learning. It's a great honor to welcome the presence and presentations of a famous keynote speaker. I can assure that most of the participants would come out of the section with a valuable knowledge and practical tools to use in their respective contexts. We do express our sincere thanks to nearly 700 people who are our honor participants, including local and international practitioners, educators, administrators, and researchers from education institutions and organizations. I wish you enjoy the rest of your times at the event and once back to your working environment. I hope some and most of the concept and idea that you learned at this conference can be taken into consideration and even better, can be put into practice. I wish our convention a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Trần Trọng Hưng.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Trần Trọng Hưng. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this event could not be possible without further financial, academic, and especially consistent technical support from our great sponsors. Now, may I have the honor to introduce and invite the representatives from our sponsor, Her Excellencies Madame Consul General Marie C. Damour from the U.S. Consulate, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, to say a few words. Could you please?
Thank you very much. I certainly hope everybody can hear me this morning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, teachers and participants, good morning. I'm honored to join you virtually today and to be part of the VietTESOL International Convention 2020. The VietTESOL International Convention brings together all of us who care about English language teaching, learning, and research. We all know that education plays a critical role in producing a workforce with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes needed to succeed in the 21st century economy. The Vietnamese government prioritized efforts to develop human capital and build a highly skilled and qualified workforce, especially in the area of English proficiency development. The United States government is proud to support that effort and to support VietTESOL. The State Department Regional English Language Office has been a major sponsor of the VietTESOL Convention for many years. I'm very pleased to know that we have been able to bring Dr. Mary Wong of Azusa Pacific University and Dr. Dongping Zhang, University of Hawaii, 2 American English language specialists, as well as our 4 English language fellows, to take part in this conference. We're also pleased to support the participation of 370 teachers from Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, in this terrific event. In addition, we have also supported several Vietnamese English lecturers' participation in regional and international TESOL conferences, and some of them are now leading members of the VietTESOL Association. Our commitment to supporting opportunities for Vietnam's English teachers to improve their teaching skills is a vital and important part of the people-to-people relations between our two countries. As several of today's speakers have already mentioned, this year marks the 25th anniversary of the diplomatic relationship between the United States and Vietnam, and our relationship has never been stronger. Education and cultural exchanges have played a vital role in building strong ties between the United States and Vietnam. Over 100,000 Vietnamese professionals and students have traveled to the United States for higher education or for professional training and returned with the knowledge, skills, and expertise to contribute to Vietnam's economy and to our bilateral relationship. These goodwill ambassadors bring our two nations closer and support Vietnam's educational and economic development. The United States mission in Vietnam, in cooperation with the Ministry of Education, teachers associations, universities, schools, and English language teaching professionals, continually work together to enhance English language teaching, teacher training, curriculum reform, and materials development. We coordinate in the selection and placement of English language fellows, English language specialists, and other American experts. The online Professional English Network program makes it possible for local teachers to take innovative graduate level classes at American universities in the academic specialty of teaching English as a foreign language. Our English Access Micro Scholarship Program provides a foundation of English language skills to talented students aged 13 to 20 coming from disadvantaged backgrounds through after-school classes and intensive summer sessions. Our American Centers in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, as well as our American Hangouts in Can Tho and An Giang, provide a wealth of resources and activities to develop English language and soft skills. There are also a large selection of American English resources on our website, Facebook, and YouTube channel for both teachers and learners. I would encourage you to follow our Facebook pages to learn more about our upcoming programs, activities, exchange programs, and study in the United States, as well as English language opportunities. Now, the future of our bilateral partnership and our people-to-people connections looks really strong. In July of this year, the governments of the United States and Vietnam signed an agreement to officially establish the Peace Corps program in Vietnam with a focus on English education. The first class of Peace Corps volunteers from the United States is scheduled to arrive in Vietnam in mid-2022 to complete their training and to be ready to begin their service when the school year begins in early September. We are both honored and deeply grateful to the people and the government of Vietnam for their willingness to welcome Peace Corps volunteers to their communities and their schools. This program, with its emphasis on cross-cultural exchange and capacity building, will benefit the people of both our countries for generations to come. I would very much like to thank the organizing committee for the invitation to speak with you today. I also commend the VietTESOL Association, Da Nang University of Foreign Languages, and the National Foreign Language Project for your flexibility and adaptability in organizing the first ever virtual VietTESOL convention in response to COVID-19. Thank you for your collective effort to make this conference as productive and successful as possible. We look forward to many more years of partnership and collaboration. Thank you all for your participation today. I wish you a joyful and fruitful day of learning and sharing in English. Xin cảm ơn tất cả các quý vị. Cảm ơn nhiều.
Thank you, Her Excellencies, Madame Consul General Marie C. Damour, for your wonderful speech and our passionate wishes. We hope that we will take your wishes and we will have a successful convention.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in order to give you a good feel of what is going to happen during the day, we would like to go through the main parts of the agenda. First, we will have the first plenary session with two keynote speeches from 8:30 to 9:20 a.m.
Then from 9:25 to 10:25, we will have concurrent 60-minute workshops.
And then it will be followed by the parallel oral presentations from 10:30 to 11.
From 11:05 to 11:55 is the plenary session 2.
And then we will have more or less 1 hour for lunch break until 1 p.m. for you to supplement enough energy for the afternoon session.
But if you think that you can go on without a break, or you think that you can multitask between lunching and watching wonderful presentation, then our pre-recorded sessions are available for you from 12 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. The presenters of those sessions are ready for Q&A from 1 p.m. to 1:45 p.m.
And then the parallel 60-minute workshops will take place from 1:50 to 2:50 p.m.
which is followed by parallel oral presentation from 2:55 to 3:25, then from 3:30 to 4 p.m.
From 4:10 to 5, we will come back to the homepage of VIC 2020 for the plenary session number 3.
And then from 5 to 5:30 p.m., we will see you again at the closing ceremony of VietTESOL International Convention 2020.
For more details, we invite you to click on the tab Program Schedule on VIC 2020 website to see there the convention schedule. And then you can choose the sessions of interest by clicking Add to My Schedule button next to each session. The session that you choose will be added automatically to your personal schedule on My Dashboard.
To attend or rewatch on a session that you have chosen, first, please go to My Dashboard, then click on My Schedule. You will see the list of chosen sessions by you. 5 minutes before starting time, the check-in button next to each session will be available. You just need to click on it, and then you can enter the relevant session or Zoom room.
We hope that you will enjoy the convention, and if you need any support during the day, please don't hesitate to contact our help desk. We will assist you accordingly.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with that, the opening ceremony has now come to an end. Thank you for your attendance. On behalf of the organizers, we wish our convention a great success. May we wish you all a productive academic discovery, fruitful networking opportunities, compassionate idea exchanges, and pleasant experience with the VietTESOL International Convention 2020.
Now let's start with the concurrent keynote speeches with a theme, creating translanguaging spaces for skilled linguistic action and enhancing English teaching by optimizing the use of Vietnamese in K-12 classrooms using action research.
So please get ready and visit the relevant sessions that you wish to from 8:30 a.m. onward throughout to the end of the day. And once again, thank you for your attendance, and we wish you all a productive convention and pleasant experience with VIC 2020. This is Josha and Ba Nguyen from University of Foreign Language Study, University of Da Nang. See you again at the closing ceremony at 5 p.m.